Okay, class, my screen is visible. Okay, okay. Okay, my screen visible class. Okay, okay. So we start that least square method. Okay, just wait. And I'm sorry, there is some issue today. Just wait. Okay. So you can see here means we already discussed the exponential smoothing method, and there means what is the means principle of the exponential smoothing method. You need to give very high weight to recent data. Okay, very high weight to recent data, then the prediction will be more accurate. If there is the some type of the trend is followed by your demand. Okay, like continuously increasing, continuously decreasing, such type of the means trend is there, then you can easily use the exponential smoothing method. And there means you need to give very high weight to recent data, and that weightage continuously means exponentially decrease when we deal with the older observation, or you can say the older observation data. So that all the thing we discuss already, as well as how to derive this formula, that already we discussed in our previous lecture. Okay, so in this lecture I will try to explain what is the least square method. Okay, so this numerical part already we done, and if there any doubt regarding to forecasting error regarding to exponential smoothing method, then please ask me, so I can go for the next method. Okay, okay, actually I am able to share. Okay, so now there is the one question that means remaining in our last lecture. So just wait. Okay, so here you can see, for the given demand pattern, estimate the sale forecasting for the year 2018. Okay, using the exponential smoothing forecaster. Take alpha is equal to 0.5 and the forecast for year 2030 as a 180 unit. Compare the forecasting with a least square method. Okay, my screen is visible class. One note screen, numerical is visible. Okay, okay. So now the point is like that. First we need to apply the exponential smoothing method, that I will try to apply, and what will be the answer by exponential smoothing, that I will explain. And the next part is the least square method. Okay, so what is least square method, that I try to explain. Just wait here, and then we will start the numerical. Okay, so least square method means just wait, least square method. Okay, in least square method, suppose assume that this is the x-axis, there is the time. Okay, that is the demand. Okay, let it be demand and time. Okay, so with respective time you getting suppose this point for 2012, 2013, 14, like that. Okay, 15, 16, this is the time duration. Okay, on x-axis, and on y-axis there is the demand. Okay, now I just put all the demand with respect to the time. Okay, and the next point is like here, next point is like here. Okay, demand is like that. The next point, next point, next point, it is like that. Okay, so this point are showing what is the demand with respective of each year, that is mentioned by using this particular point. If I talk about the 2012, there is the demand that mentioned here in the y-axis, and this is the time duration. Okay, x-axis. Here x-axis 2013, and with respective what is the demand that are mentioned. The least square method will tell you okay, you have demand data, you have time with respective time. Okay, means you know what is the demand of 2012, what is the demand of 2013, 14, 15, 16. So you know with respect to each time period what is the demand. Okay, that is the past data, that is the historical data. Now the next point is like that. Okay, you have the data. The least square method will tell you just draw the one line, one best fit line, and that line will predict what will be the future. Okay, so just draw the one line. So I try to draw the one line, best fit line, and that line will show you the prediction. Okay, so just wait, I change the color so you can understand more easily. Suppose there is the data is like that, I need to draw the straight line, and a straight line is like that. This is assume that this is a straight line. Okay, so a straight line is like that. The maximum data is covered here. There some amount of the variation always will be there, and we cannot control like that. Okay, we cannot put all the point on the straight line, because there some variation always will be there. Okay, when you predict something, there some amount of the variation you will found. Okay, so that means here the point is like that. Okay, if you predict for the next duration, suppose 2021, what will be the demand, it is this point, this is the prediction. Okay, prediction of 2021 demand. So this prediction is near to the actual demand. Suppose actual demand you will get here. So it is means you will get the near number. Forecasting means it is the nearest number of your actual demand, means which will be occur in the future. So there means we try to predict the same level. Okay, if demand is like that, there is the 2000 product and we predict 1999, then their accuracy is more. Okay, but some amount of the variation always you will be found. So least square method just tell okay, just draw the one line, best fit line, and that line you can use as a means that line you use for the prediction, you can use for the prediction. So are you getting my point? What is the what I am trying to say? Are you getting my point, class? Okay, means you have past data. Okay, on the basis of the past data, try to draw one straight line. Okay, best fit straight line, and that line will tell you what will be the means on the basis of the line you can predict what will be the future demand. So what means generally equation of line, can you tell me what will be the straight line equation? I think you are aware about that straight line equation. Okay, very good, very good. So can I write y is equal to mx plus c? Very good. So there, what is the m and what is the c? What is the m and what is the c? Both are constant. Very good, very good. So can I say both are constant? Can I say y is equal to mx plus c? There m and c both are constant. Both are constant. Okay, are you getting my point? Suppose you tell y is equal to mx plus c. So there y change and x will be change always. Okay, and if you change these two number, then you will get the one point and you can easily draw the straight line. Okay, but there m and c always constant. So instead of m and c, I just put here ax plus b for more understanding. Okay, so y is equal to ax plus b. Can I write as a straight line this particular equation, class? Okay, now the next point. y is equal to ax plus b. This is straight line. If you draw, okay, that is the best fit line on the basis of the demand, on the basis of the time. The next point is like that, okay, I have a straight line, okay, how I will be find a and b number? If you know a and b both constant value, then only you can draw the line, okay. So what is the process to find out a and b value? Okay, so anyone who know, can you suggest how means what is the process to find out a and b value? Anyone? Okay, I just try to write here. Just means I assume that let y is equal to ax plus b, that is the best fit line, okay. Okay, be the line of best fit. Now the next point, okay, where a and b are constant, I just put here a and b are constant. Okay, the next, for a and b value, what is the process to find out a and b value? Okay, and the next point is like that, here we are not getting all the number which are fit on this particular line. All number are not fitting on this particular line. Here we try to find out the variation, means the line is like that, so there the variation will be minimum. Okay, this variation you can see that should be minimum. You need to draw the line, straight line like that. There means you can say that line is the best fit line. Okay, there are lot of lines you can draw to predict, means to show this data, but I draw the line like that. Here you can see the variation is minimum. Okay, means try to draw a line like that, the maximum point will become in that particular line, as well as this difference should be minimum. Okay, that is the concept. So for that I need to know what is the a and b, then only I can say this line is the best fit line for given data. So that's why the one process is like that, y is equal to ax plus b. Okay, now here I have n number of the point, means I have the data with respect to 2012, with respect to 13, with respect to 14, 15, 16. So this period, assume that is the n is equal to period present in that particular means forecasting numerical. Okay, so that is the period. Okay, so if n is equal to number of period, so can I write like that, summation y I is equal to 1 to n, this represent the period, okay, is equal to a summation I is equal to 1 n x plus b dot n. Can I write like that, class? Can I write like that? Okay, if there any doubt, then please ask me. How this n will become here, because I am adding n times. Okay, this b n times I am adding here, because y is equal to mx plus c, that assume that related to point 1. Okay, y is equal to ax plus b. Now in this point, the y is equal to ax plus b, there some amount of the variation you will be found. On this particular point also you will get the some amount of the variation. So that variation always will be present. Okay, and we just try to draw here best fit line. So that's why I just try to add all the line equation. Okay, y is equal to ax plus b related to each demand and with respective time, that I try to show here. So I just add all this equation and try to write one equation that is mentioned here, equation number 1, and here I can put summation I is equal to 1 y is equal to a summation I is equal to 1 to n x plus b dot n. Okay, so this is the one equation. The next equation, I just this particular means equation I write here because I want to calculate the, you can say calculate the a and b value for best fit line. Okay, So next x, y, I is equal to 1 to n. I just multiply x, just multiply the x, and what will be the result that I just put here. Okay, I is equal to 1 to n x square plus b summation I is equal to 1 to n x. Okay, is there any doubt regarding to equation 2? I just multiplied equation 1 with x. Okay, so I have these two equation. Is there any doubt? Okay, so this particular thing means if you use these two equation, then you can easily predict what will be the means a value and what will be the b value. Okay, so I apply all these thing into the numerical, so you can appreciate the least square method, how to apply this particular thing. Okay, so just wait, I will take the university example. Okay, this is the university May 18 numerical. Okay, I try to solve this numerical. First I try to solve with the least square method, because here compare the forecast with the least square method. Okay, so here you need to apply exponential smoothing as well as you need to apply the least square method. Okay, so I just try to solve first by least square method. Okay, because just I introduced the least square method, so I try to apply least square method here, then we will try to solve with the exponential smoothing. Okay, so now here year and the demand, both data is given. Okay, I just try to make one table. Just wait, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 7. Number of row is needed, column is 1, column was 5 needed, row. Okay, so here I write a year. Okay, next what is the x value, you can say here. How to find out the x, I will tell you. The next point is you need to write demand, and the next you need to calculate x, y, as well as you need to calculate. Okay, I write in the capital letter x, y, and next is the x square, so I just put square x. Okay, okay, this table is easily visible to everyone, or I need to enlarge class? Okay, thank you. So okay, here the data is given data. Okay, so I just put all the data quickly. 2013, next 2014, 2015, 2016, okay, and 2017. These are the data given. Now how to find out x, that I will tell you. Just wait. 200 is the demand in 13, 188 is the demand in 14, and 2015 the demand is 179, in 2016 demand is 190, and 2017 the demand is 208. Okay, now the procedure to identify the x value is like that. If you have this year is present here, okay, 2013 to 2017, what is the mid value of this particular years? The mid value is 2015. Okay, so in 2015 just put a 0. Are you getting my point? The mid value, you have one table available, okay, and there the past data is available in that particular table. So there suppose 2013 to 2017 data is given. So you need to assume the 0 value at a mid year. Okay, so here mid year is the 2015. there I put 0. Are you getting my point where I need to keep 0? Okay, now the next point, just put here -1, put here -2, here 1 and 2. Okay, you have any doubt how to identify the x value? Then please let me know. This is the list square method. Is there any doubt, class? Okay, okay, so just wait, I mention here so I can send this to you. Okay, so you can understand. I will share this PDF. Okay, don't worry. The next point, you have x value. This particular demand is nothing but the y value. Okay, that is the y. Okay, y is equal to mx plus c, or y is equal to ax plus b. That is the line equation, and y will predict what will be the future. And here, what you want to predict? Here I want to predict the demand, so that's why I keep y as a demand. Okay, now the next point, what will be the x into y? Can you multiply quickly, class? Yes, so multiply x and y and let me know what will be the number. -400, very good. Here very good, very good. Here 0. Okay, next 190, very good. Next 416. Okay, now the next point. Okay, you have x and y. Next, square x square. Okay, what will be the value of x square? You can write x square. Okay, because I want to write quickly, that's why square I written there. Okay, okay, I will just, if possible, then I write here x square, no issue. Okay, it's possible, just wait. X. Okay, quickly calculate what will be the value of x square, class. Okay, what will be the value of x square? Can I write 4, class? Okay, the next value. Okay, next. Okay, next 1, next 4. Very good, very good. So now you have xy, now you have x square, and we can use those two equations that I just discussed. Okay, so that two equation, we can put the xy value, we can put the x square value, and we can get. Okay, so now I just try to go again in that particular slide. Here these two equation you can use for the find out a and b value. Okay, so just wait. Okay, I try to install this thing, just wait. Okay, okay, so this is the way. For time saving purpose, I just copy paste here, but we know that what is the least square method. In least square method we need to draw one line. That line is equal to y is equal to, means that line you can say y is equal to ax plus b. Okay, and there is the two equation, equation 1 and equation 2. So now in this two equation we needed the, what is the summation of y, what is the summation of x, what is the summation of xy, and what is the summation of x square. Okay, so just give me the, just wait, I try to insert the summation symbol if possible. Okay, okay, that is available. Okay, so here what will be the value of summation x, class? Summation x is equal to 0. Okay, summation x is equal to 0. Okay, the next what is the value of summation y? Can you quickly do what will be the summation y? (965). Just wait. Everyone getting same value? Class? Okay. 965. Good. What will be the summation xy? What 18 positive, negative? I think it may be negative. 400 plus 188. Okay, positive. Okay. Everyone getting positive value for xy? Okay. Next, x square. Can you calculate what is the value of x square? 10. Very good. Okay, so that is the summation x square. Just wait, I try to write summation x square is equal to 10. Okay, very good. So now the next point, just put the value here, okay, in equation 1. So just let me know what is the summation y. Okay, I just put all the value into the equation 1. Okay, so what is the summation y here? Summation y is equal to 965. Okay, so I put the value in equation 1. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, now what is the value? That is the 965. I think summation y is equal to 965 is equal to a. What is the summation x? Summation x is equal to 0. Okay, so a into summation x is equal to 0 plus b dot n. Can you tell me what will be the n here in this numerical? 5. Very good. So here I just write 5. Okay, this is the, suppose assume that equation number 3. Now you need to put the value into the equation number 2. Put the value in equation 2. If I put the value in equation 2, just tell me class, okay, what is the summation xy that we calculated? That is the 18. Okay, now what is the x square? X square, you can say that is the 10. Summation x square, that is the 10 we calculated. Okay, you can see here summation xy is equal to 18, summation x square is equal to 10. Now the next, summation x, only summation x is equal to 0. Just put all the value here in the equation 2, then try to identify what will be the, okay, so here summation xy, how much? Summation xy, I think 18. Okay, is equal to a. What is the summation x square? 10 plus b dot, what is the summation x? 0. This is the equation 4. Okay, so class, can you solve these two equations and let me know what will be the value of a and what will be the value of b? Okay, so by equation 3 you can easily calculate the value of b. So can you tell me what will be the value of b? Can I write by equation 3? By equation 3, can I write 965 divided by 5? Okay, so can you quickly calculate what will be the number? Okay, 193. Everyone getting same value? Okay, the next point, A calculation. Okay, so A you can easily calculate it by using the equation 4. So here A is equal to 18 by 10. So what will be the value of A? 1.8. Okay, so now you have A, you have B. Okay, so you can easily say by least square the best fit line for given data, okay, is equal to y is equal to, what is the value of A? That is the 1.8. okay, that is the 1.8. okay, so 1.8 into x plus, means y is equal to, you can say ax plus b. So what is the value of b? That is the 193. So this is the best fit line for our data. Are you getting my point, class? Are you getting my point? Okay, now you have best fit line. So can you predict what will be the what is the question here? Estimate the sale forecast for year 2018. So can you predict what will be the demand in 2018 by using this particular line? Can you predict? Means y is equal to, here I just put here 2018. In that condition 1.8. What is the value of x in that condition, class? 3. Okay, very good. Here for 2016 1, 17 2 and 18 3. So I just put 3 here. Okay, so can you calculate what will be the forecast by using the least square method in 2018? Just tell me the number. What will be the value? $198.4. Everyone getting same value? Okay, so that is the 198.4. So I can say approximate 198 will be demand. Okay, because 0.4 we cannot say for the product. Okay, so 198, that is the, means by if I found the forecasting by using the least square method, then my forecast for 2018 is the 198, is the 198. Okay, that is the best fit line. According to the best fit line, I getting that result. So is there any doubt how to apply least square method? Is there any doubt, class? Okay. So now here the question is like that, apply both the thing and try to compare which one is the best. So I will do now quickly by using the exponential smoothing. Okay, so just wait. Okay, I just copy paste this part for quickly doing all the thing. Okay, so now here exponential smoothing method. Okay, so just okay, what is the process to apply the exponential smoothing method? Okay, so if I want to predict the forecasting of 2018, so what data I needed for predict the 2018 forecasting? What the data I needed, class? Year 2017 demand and forecasting. Okay, so can I write like that, D 2017 plus 1 minus alpha forecasting of 2017. So these two things if I have, then I can easily calculate the forecasting for 2018. So now what value is the given here? I quickly try to do, okay, because the time limitation there, okay. So the sale forecast for 2018, that is the question. Now using the exponential smoothing method, alpha is equal to 0.5, that is the given data. Now forecast for the year 2013. So year 2013 forecast is given, means here F2013 is given, that is the 180, okay. So now you need to find out what is the F of 2014 by using this 2013, okay. So you have a demand of 2013, okay. Are you getting my point? So first find out the F2014. So what is the procedure to find out 2014 forecasting? Class, alpha, okay, alpha into demand of 2013 plus 1 minus alpha of forecasting of 2013. Is there any doubt, class? Okay, so I try to quickly calculate all the thing, okay. So what is the alpha value here? Alpha is the given value, that is 0.5, right? Okay, and what is the demand of 2013? What is the demand? 200, very good, plus 1 minus alpha. What is the forecasting of 2013? 180, very good. Can you quickly calculate? Quickly calculate. Please quickly calculate, okay, because we have only 5 to 6 minutes. So quickly calculate what will be the value. Class, what is the value? Can you repeat? Everyone getting 190? Okay. So now you have F value, means F2014, means forecasting of 2014. So now I can easily calculate 2015 forecasting. So here alpha, I directly write here, okay, everything. So 0.5, okay, let it be 0.5 into what is the D value? 188 plus 1 minus alpha into 190. Can you quickly tell me what will be the forecasting of 2050? What will be the value? 189, okay. Everyone getting same value? Okay. So next point, I want to calculate the forecasting for 2016. For 2016, 0.5. What is the demand in 2016? So here you can see that is a 190, okay, 190, okay. So just put here 190 plus 1 minus 0.5. This is the 2015 forecasting. So I put the value here 189. So can you tell me what will be the forecasting of 2016? Class? Can you quickly do? Class, am I audible? Okay, so quickly calculate what will be the value. 189.5. Okay, so I consider 0.5, that's why I consider 190. Okay, everyone getting same value 189.5. वन 90 की जगह पे कहाँ पे? ओके, दिस वन, जस्ट वेट, ओके, जस्ट वेट. 2016 ओके, तो 2015 का डिमांड क्या है वो देखने दो, एक मिनट। ओके 179, आई एम सॉरी, ओके थैंक यू। सो by using this 179, can you tell me what will be the, okay I unable to erase here, just wait class। okay, so here I think 179, okay, so 184, okay just wait, I try to take quickly 184, okay okay, for forecasting of 2017, can you quickly okay I just try to write all the things, 0.5, what is the demand of 2016 demand, I think 190, okay, plus 1 minus 0.5, 184, so can you calculate what will be the 2017 forecasting, 187, okay okay, so I now do the forecasting for F2018, that is the question, okay, that is the question, okay, so now for F2018 we know that 0.5, that is the alpha value. What is the demand in 2017? What is the demand in 2017? 208, okay, so I put 208 here, okay, plus 1 minus alpha, and what is the forecasting of 2017, that is a 187, I put here, so what will be the value, what will be the value, $197.5, okay, so 197.5 means you can say the 198, that is the demand, okay, in that will be the demand, means that is the forecasting of 2018, that is the forecasting of 2018 year, okay, 198, and what is the forecasting by least square, that is also 198, so you can write like that, or the one more thing you can do, if you not do then also no issue, you can do like that ki, okay, what amount of the error present, so here just try to put the number, okay, so what is the prediction, means forecasting as per the best fit line, predicted value, here you will y is equal to mx plus c or y is equal to ax plus b, that equation there already we found a and b value, so you can easily find out the y value here, that y value you can put and try to identify the amount of error, okay, that is the means you can say the homework, okay, and there is we getting the same value by both the methods, so you can say that both method are giving the same value, so both are we can say that both are are giving the same value, that's why we cannot compare exactly, but both are means accurate, you can say like that, okay, because both are giving the same value. So this is all about the least square and as well as the exponential smoothing, okay. So is there any doubt regarding to means this both the method, okay, how to apply this particular method, means least square method in real life example? If you have any doubt regarding to that, then please ask me. You have, okay, so now we solved by using the by using the least square method as well as by using the this you can say exponential smoothing method. So now I think means we covered all the part of the forecasting method, okay. So forecasting chapter now covered. We try to discuss some real example in next lecture, and we will conclude. Okay. So if there are any doubt, then you can ask me, and otherwise please quickly leave this meeting, okay, because you have next lecture na, I think 11:30. So leave the meeting. Thank you to all for attending the lecture. I will share this PDF to you on the classroom. Okay, thank you.